Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our sharp-eyed viewers, Focal Focus 42. Thanks for the suggestion, Focal Focus. You asked, how does a camera lens mimic the human eye? Cameras do work similarly to human eyes, but they're not exactly the same. Otherwise, you wouldn't need autofocus, and your phone wouldn't take 5 blurry pictures before finally snapping one that looks halfway decent. Let's get into how cameras and human eyes are basically long-lost cousins at a family reunion. Similar in some ways, but definitely not identical. Let's zoom in and find out, right here on Explaining Everything. Before we can see anything, whether with our eyes or a camera, light has to get inside. In your eye, light first hits the cornea, a clear outer layer that bends light and starts focusing it. Think of it as nature's way of making sure you don't see life as a blurry mess, unless, of course, you already do. Shout out to my fellow glasses wearers. In a camera, light enters through the lens, which does the same job as the cornea. It bends and directs light toward the back, where the magic happens. The main difference: your eye's lens is alive and constantly adjusting, while a camera lens is a fancy piece of glass that needs help from motors and settings. But the goal is the same. Take scattered light and turn it into a clear image instead of something that looks like abstract art. If you've ever tried taking a picture of literally anything while moving, you know focus is crucial. Your eye has a built-in autofocus system, thanks to ciliary muscles. These tiny muscles pull and stretch your lens to change its shape, helping you focus on objects near or far. It's like having a built-in zoom lens, except it doesn't make a weird clicking sound when it adjusts. Cameras do the same thing, just mechanically. Autofocus systems shift lens elements to find the sharpest point. And much like your eye, autofocus sometimes just gives up, especially when you're trying to snap a picture of your pet, and your phone decides the background is way more interesting than their adorable face. The human eye, almost instant focus. Camera might take a second or 5. Ever stepped outside on a bright day and immediately squinted like you've been temporarily blinded? That's your pupil shrinking to control how much light gets in. In darker environments, your pupil expands like it's saying, "More light, please." Cameras have the aperture, an adjustable opening in the lens that does the same thing. A wide aperture, low f-number, lets in more light, great for nighttime shots or blurry backgrounds. A narrow aperture, high f-number, reduces light and keeps more things in focus, great for landscapes, group photos, or crime scene photography, not judging. The key difference? Your pupil does this automatically, while cameras make you fiddle with settings. Or worse, let autocorrect ruin your perfectly good shot. All right, so we've got light going in, focus adjusting, and the right amount of brightness. Now we need to capture the image. Your eye uses the retina, which is basically nature's camera sensor. It's packed with photoreceptor cells, rods, and cones that translate light into electrical signals for your brain. Cameras use a sensor, either CMOS or CCD, to do the same thing. Light hits the sensor, and it gets converted into digital data. Then, your camera processes that data into an image. The biggest difference: your brain does all the post-processing instantly. It corrects colors, sharpens edges, and compensates for weird lighting, all before you even realize it. Meanwhile, cameras give you a raw, unedited image that you then have to tweak with contrast, brightness, and filters until it actually looks good. Your eyes are running Photoshop in real time, while cameras need an app for that. Ever tried taking a picture of a sunset and ended up with either A, a glowing sky and a pitch-black foreground, or B, a visible foreground with a washed-out sky? That's because cameras struggle with dynamic range, the ability to see both bright and dark areas at the same time. Your eyes? No problem. They adapt instantly, letting you see detail in the shadows and the highlights. Cameras, on the other hand, make you pick one. Do you want a properly exposed foreground, or do you want a decent sky? Pick one. Or use HDR and hope for the best. So, cameras mimic the human eye in a lot of ways. They both take in light, focus, control brightness, and process images. But there are some key differences. Of course, your eyes have their limits. They don't come with a built-in zoom lens, unless you count binoculars. They can't take long exposure shots, and there's no record button, unless you count telling people you just had to be there. So next time your camera takes a blurry, underexposed mess of a photo, just remember, your eyes are already doing the job way better. And if you're wondering why your brain doesn't have a built-in screenshot function, maybe stop and take in the sights and live in the moment. If you learned something new about our own built-in cameras in our heads, why not leave a like and subscribe? Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.